Hello everyone, this is Startups in 60 Seconds. I'm Harry Palmer from Startup Recon, and today I'm joined by Daniel Hall, the founder of Working Den. So Daniel, if you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us what Working Den is all about.
Yeah, Working Den is basically a site for people who work from home to improve their lives, so both physically and mentally. It's full of tools and assessments that basically give advice and stop you from getting eye strain and etc. So, yeah, myself, I've been working from home since 2012, so I know sort of all the problems there are and can be, and yeah, I've experienced them all, and basically everything you could do wrong, I've done wrong myself. So yeah, I'm a great person to sort of start the site and find the solutions, which I'd rather have not gone through them problems, but I did, and it's helped me sort of create this.
So who do you see as being your target client for the platform?
At the moment, we're just sort of building a brand, so we just want anyone who works from home essentially. Um, although there is sort of two aspects to that. We've got a Slack channel in there, which is the only sort of sign up we've currently got. It's a completely free Slack channel, and we've got over 600 members at the moment, which we've built up in 2 weeks. But we've had the odd person come in and sort of try and advertise their services for. I'm a web developer and I'm a web designer. Give me a job, sort of thing. So
Right.
those are not our target audience. We
Yeah.
don't want any. We're not there for the actual idea of the site. Other than those, we're looking for anyone who works from home and actually wants to improve their experience of working from home and actually wants a healthier, sort of happier life. Um, we're sort of targeting the end user, but we're also targeting HR managers. So if we can get HR managers in, then obviously they'll recommend it to a lot of their employees, or hopefully all their employees, and that will sort of help the site um, sort of gain traction faster. But we're just as happy at getting the end users sort of using it at this moment in time. As I mentioned, it's a free site, and we're not sort of earning from it at the moment, other than adverts. It will be monetized in the future. Not the actual tools on there, but things like we're going to have maybe a shop on there and offer services and so on, and additional extras, which will sort of be um, new tools that are more in depth and may have like a monthly charge associated with them. So
Yeah.
eventually, we'll probably be targeting companies directly.
Could you explain to us exactly what you see as being Working Den's USP? So how do you differentiate yourself from any competition that may exist?
At the moment, the fact we're free, as far as we're aware, we're the only sort of free site going. As I mentioned earlier, we've got a Slack channel, and two or three sort of future competitors are in that Slack channel because obviously I can see their email addresses and they've put the odd thing in there about sort of SaaS companies are going to launch themselves. So obviously the differential between us and them at the moment is that we are free. Everyone else is launching on the basis that they want to start earning from people straight away, and their main what would the word be? Their main sort of concern at the moment is profit, whereas ours is actually helping people and sort of building a brand.
As I understand that you are privately funding Working Den,
Yeah.
could you tell us how much you have invested so far in it?
It's about 36,000 pounds so
Okay.
far. Yeah, I've got a successful business anyway, so I'm sort of using that. I
Yeah.
also used some money. So during sort of COVID, the government launched it was called uh, bounce back loans, I think it was called.
Right.
Um, so essentially, because I run my own company, I wasn't eligible for any sort of furlough or anything like that. The only thing I was eligible for was bounce back loans. So
Mm.
I've actually got a client who works in sort of tax rebates, and he said, why are you not getting one of these loans? Even if you don't spend it, they're interest free, so you might as well get one." So I got it, and then about a week later, I was like, "Well, I might as well spend it on the actual company I'm sort of developing." So
Yeah.
yeah, I sort of invested some of that into it too. So at
So what are your current KPIs and how are you tracking against them?
the moment, we're looking at returning visitors because obviously we want people to come to the site, but we want them to keep using it. So we're looking at that. So essentially, we want to make sure that keeps increasing, which it is. We're obviously looking at new visitors, but the main one for us at the moment is a Slack channel. Just how many users we're getting on a Slack channel, but also this is not so much of a KPI, but we're looking at how engaged the channel is. So obviously at first it was just sort of me putting up messages, and then Bertie putting up a few messages and so on, and sort of just giving some advice. Whereas in the past week, I'm a lot more engaged. A lot of people are actually interacting with each other, whereas before they would either maybe like what we've said, like, or not actually said anything. But now they're actually commenting and they're actually talking amongst each other, which is exactly what we want to happen. So that's not so much of a KPI, but it's something that we can actually see happening. So, but yeah, in terms of going back to the original question, the KPI would, in terms of the site, would be returning visitors, and in terms of Slack, would just be the amount of users there are.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Daniel Hall, for taking the time to be interviewed today, and thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the interview.